Hi, welcome to the Somerset Guitar Academy. My name's Dan. Thank you very much for tuning in today. So today we're going to have a quick talk about the new SX range of guitars that we have in store. We've got three that we're going to talk about. So we're going to be talking about the SX Swamp Ash Stratocaster. We're going to be talking about the SX Alder Stratocaster, and we're also going to be talking about the SX Alder Telecaster. And then a little bit later on, we're going to be featuring an exclusive demo of the SX Electro Acoustic small bodied with a cutaway. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll, without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, so this is the SX American Swamp Ash Stratocaster. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be running it through the Yamaha THR2 30 watt amplifier, and yeah, just to talk a little bit about the specs. So solid die cast sealed tuners. You've got a two-way truss rod which is adjusted at the heel rather than at the neck. So again, nice and helpful. And yeah, it's an American Swamp Ash body in three pieces, and it's a sort of a dark mahogany brown colour. Three single coil pickups, volume, two-tone, and your standard 5-way switch. Feels very, very chunky. You've got a bound neck, and it's a Canadian maple neck, which again, reasonably chunky. Somewhere in between a Strat and a Les Paul is where I put it. Really nice fret ends, nothing sharp or to get in the way. And straight out of the box, all I did was a minor tweak to lower the action a little bit, just to my taste. And that was it. So without further ado, let's start the demo. So to start off, we're going to play a bit on the crunch channel. So we're going to give it just a little bit of drive. We've got a little bit of reverb on there, but that's it. So that was played on the neck and middle pickup. I'll give you a taste of what the bridge sounds like as well. As you can hear, the sustain on the guitar really does kind of make it go for days, which is quite nice. Again, all to do with that Swamp Ash body. The Canadian maple neck gives it that sort of bright tone. So again, really nice sort of range in tones from your neck pickup being quite dark. Or almost get that sort of chugging going on to then your quite bright lead tone in the bridge. So yeah, fantastic guitar. Let's give you a bit of clean tone as well. So that was played on the neck pickup, and again, to give you a little bit of lead. And your bridge pickup. So there you have it. There's a few of the tones from the SX American Swamp Ash Stratocaster. As I mentioned, it's got the dark mahogany body. All of my tone controls were set at 10 throughout the video. Volume was set on full as well. So all the tones you heard were coming straight from the pickups, straight through the sounds on the amp. Really nice sounding guitar. Really quite heavy, sustains really quite well, and a privilege to add to anyone's collection. And at £190, really is a bargain of a budget guitar. We're going to take a quick look at the SX American Alder Stratocaster. It's a 3-piece Alder body, 3 pickup combinations, neck, middle and bridge single coil pickups. You've got a volume and 2 tone controls and your standard 5-way switch. Canadian maple neck, which is a 2-way truss rod, adjusted at the heel rather than at the neck, the headstock end. And you've also got some sealed SX die-cast tuners. So without further ado, let's have a look at some tones. In this video today, we're going to be using the Yamaha THR32, and that's direct line out straight into the camera. And we're going to be using the crunch and the clean channel to give you an idea of some of the tones. So we're going to start off with a neck pickup, and this is the crunch channel. So as you can hear, it's got a really nice tone to it. It's got a nice bit of sustain as well, so it really does grip hold of that note. And again, the weight of the body really does push it into something else. To give you an idea of what it sounds like on a little bit of a riff tone. And for the clean channel. So the clean channel I really like. It's got a little bit of a warmth to it, especially on that neck pickup. So swapping to the bridge, we're going to swap around and we'll do the clean channel first. So again, you've got all that spank that bridge pickup should have, but you've also got that low end to really capture in those low strings as well. So again, whether you want to play a little bit of funk or you just want to play riffs and you're that guitarist that just leaves yourself on the bridge pickup all day, you can get some really, really useful tones out of these bridge pickups. And yeah, fantastic for what they are. And onto the crunch channel. So they've got quite a nice clarity to these pickups, really nice high end, a little bit of mid range, a lot of bass in there as well. So So that concludes a really quick look at the American Alder series SX Stratocaster. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been an absolute privilege to present this guitar to you. Apologies for the playing, so hopefully we'll get past that, but in your hands, it'll be a great guitar. We're going to take a look at the SX American Alder Telecaster. Fantastic Telecaster in the range. This particular one has a dual two-way truss rod, which is adjustable at the heel rather than at the headstock. You've got the sealed die-cast chrome tuners. You've got your classic Telecaster combination of your neck and your bridge pickup, your standard three-way switch, a volume, a tone, and this particular one is strung through the bridge rather than through the body. So without further ado, let's get on and see how it sounds. So we're going to start with the neck pickup, and we're going to start on the crunch channel. So as you can hear, neck pickup's got a reasonable amount of bite, but it just warms everything up as well. So onto the neck pickup, onto the bridge pickup, and we're going to do the same thing again. So again, your bridge pickup really drives the amp. It's a hotter output than some of the other pickups in their range, and again, really nice tone. Just brightens everything up a touch. So onto the clean channel, and this is the neck pickup. And moving on to the bridge. You can really tell when you swap to that bridge how much of a higher output it's got. It's almost pushing that clean amp into just a touch of distortion. So again, a really versatile guitar. Roll back on the volume a little bit and it cleans up even more. So a really versatile guitar for not a lot of money. So please head on over to www.somersetguitaracademy.co.uk to check out the price, the availability, and grab yours today. We're now going to check out the SX Electro Acoustic, and this is the small-bodied version with the cutaway at the bottom as well. I tend to find that style so comfortable and really nice to play. It gives a little bit of a fuller sound in the body because you've got a bit more to push rather than a parlor guitar. Just to talk through the EQ options that we've got. So for this video, we're actually going to set everything to 12 o'clock. So you've got your bass, middle, and treble. You've got a presence control, master volume, a phase switch. So if you are at a gig and you experience some feedback issues, you can hit the phase and that should correct it for you. And you've also got an inbuilt tuner with a really bright LED, LCD screen as well. So again, really nice to have around. This particular one has got a really nice action to it. You've got some sealed die-cast chrome tuners at the top as well, and a really nice player. So again, we're going to be running through the Yamaha THR32, and that's going to be running through its acoustic channel directly into the camera. So what you're hearing should be pretty much what's coming through as well. We've left everything at 12 o'clock on the amp, so there's no discoloration on there, and off we go. So these are just a few chords played with the plectrum, and then we'll swap to fingers as well. So what I like about this acoustic is it sounds just as good in the room as it does through the PA as well. It's a really low budget acoustic, but actually it's got a really nice premium sound. The open pore mahogany neck feels superb, and again the action all the way down is just really nice. It's relatively low for a budget acoustic as well, because quite a lot of times you'll find your other big name brands that sell through big names catalog stores, where you go into the store and order, you end up with an action that's about 10-15 mil high down at the bottom end, whereas this is really quite low, so much so that I can even play farther down the neck and you have no tuning issues whatsoever. So there you have it, amazing sounding instrument. Please feel free to check out somersetguitaracademy.co.uk for the latest pricing and stock availability, but snap these up. It's a beautiful matte finish, it's a spruce top, extremely well made, and an extremely low price point. So thank you very much for tuning in. Take care, bye bye.